I'm Corey Colson. I'm a dietetics major.
Hi, I'm Anthony Zinn. I'm a sports management major.
I'm Corey Hilton, and I'm a marketing major.
I'm Keel Kandari, and I'm an MIS major.
I'm Logan Rimberry, and I'm a sports management major.
Managers at all levels and in all areas of organizations make decisions. That is, they make choices among two or more alternatives. Types of decisions include structured problems, which is a straightforward, familiar, and easily defined, and a program decision, which are repetitive decisions that can be handled by a routine approach. Focusing on these topics, we will go through a series of skits and interviews to demonstrate decision-making in the workplace.
Structured problems. Structured problems are straightforward and familiar and easily defined problems. Examples of structured problems are when a customer returns an item to the store, when a supplier is late with a very important delivery, and when a college student is wanting to drop a class. These are all examples of typical problems you see every day and don't take a lot of thought in trying to find a solution.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hope you guys had a good weekend. But let's get down to business. Our numbers were down from last quarter. Do you guys have any ideas on how to get them back up? Anthony.
Yes, boss. Can you repeat that? I'm sorry about that.
Our numbers were down last quarter. Do you have any ideas on how to get them back up?
I was thinking maybe we could do like some sales benefit programs.
Okay. I like that. I want you to expand on that and come up with some other ideas and then get back to me later in the day.
Okay, we'll do.
Thank you.
Hey, boss wanted an update on the ideas and see if you need any help.
Can you hold on 1 second? Just 1 second. I just need to send this this text message. Okay, can you say that one more time?
The boss wants an update on the ideas he told you to expand on this morning. You know they're due at the end of the day, correct?
By the end of the day?
Yeah, he told us in the meeting this morning.
I don't remember that at all.
But you probably were on your phone the whole time. He told us in the meeting this morning.
Okay, let's go talk to the boss. Okay. Hey boss, what did you ask me to do earlier?
Are you talking about what I asked for in this morning's meeting?
Yeah, at the meeting. Yeah.
Were you not listening and paying attention? I wanted you to expand on the ideas that you came up with. I've been having to repeat myself a lot with you lately.
I'm sorry about that, boss. That won't happen again.
I knew it. You were texting the whole. If you weren't texting, you would have heard him this morning.
I'm sorry. This Twitter thing got me just. I'm sorry about that. Hey man, I was thinking, I'm going to start on that project today.
It's about time. You're already behind.
Yeah, I know. 1 second. Hey, what's up, man? Did you see that? Yeah, I was on Twitter and I heard them talking about that yesterday. Yeah, but I need to call you back. I'm at work right now. All right. Bye. Sorry about that.
You know you really should bring your phone. It's distracting you and you have a lot of work to get done before the end of the day.
Man, I'm sorry about that. That won't happen again.
Anthony, do you have your ideas ready for me?
Yep, right here. Have it right here. Almost done though.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Well, Jake's been telling me you've been on your phone a lot lately, and I've noticed you've been on your phone a lot lately too.
What? Yeah, I was on my phone a little bit, but not too much. Not too much.
Since this is the third time I've heard about it, and since I've talked to you about it, I'm going to suspend you for 3 days, no pay. You can leave what you have on Jake's desk, and he'll take care of the rest.
What?
This was a structured problem because it was easily defined, straightforward, and familiar. We all know that cell phone use is an ongoing problem in the workplace. Anthony was getting behind on his work and was not concentrating on his job. Suspending his pay was a program decision, meaning that it was a repetitive decision and it was a routine decision. Cell phone use is an ongoing problem in the workplace. Maybe next time Anthony will know not to use his cell phone.
A program decision is a decision that can be handled by a routine approach. There are three types of program decisions: procedure, rule, or policy. Because the structure problem is defined, the solution is usually self-evident or at least reduced to a few alternative decisions that have been proved to be successful in the past.
Yeah, he's working today. No, I can't stand him.
What?
Hold on.
What did you say to me?
What
What did you say? What are you talking about? Why are you talking about me?
Guys, we're in a workplace. Can we just talk this out?
What are you talking about? Why are you talking about me?
Hurry, I need you to come quickly.
What's going on?
There's a pipe, hurry up.
Why are you talking about me?
Who said I was talking
You
about
were talking about me on the phone. Why are you talking about me? Why are you
Break it up, break it up, break it up, break it up, break it up. In my office, in my office. Let's go. Alright guys, this isn't something I have to do every day. But you know fighting isn't acceptable in the workplace. And I have no decision but to let you go. So I'm going to need both of you to pack your things and get out of here. I can't have guys fighting in the office.
In the last skit, you saw two employees arguing, which led to one putting his hands on the other. This could fall under rule or policy for a program decision. This confrontation led to physical violence and determination of the employees involved. Hi, I'm Keel Kandari here with Lee Gope. He works for the Public Works in the sewer department. Lee, what would you say is the difference between having experience and having a natural ability when it comes to decision making on the job?
I feel the natural ability of decision making needs to be there first in order for experience to be used properly. So they work hand in hand, I feel, but I would definitely say experience is extremely important, but I would have to give the edge to natural decision making. That's really what defines, a good manager. And there's some people that have a lot of experience I work with that I could just never see being a manager, and some people that have a lot of experience that I could see being a manager. But it's all really based on that natural decision making.
Talking about decision making in the workplace. Renee, being a manager, what are some decisions you have to make?
First is probably students calling up work. That becomes a big issue, especially on Mondays when it's really busy around noon to 1. So if somebody calls off, then you have to make sure it's a valid excuse to know what to do after that, and then just everything else has to fall into place.
And Lauren, what kind of decision making do you have to do in your daily work duties?
Mostly just prioritizing what needs to be done first. Like if multiple things all need to be done at the same time, you have to decide what's most important.
So we're going to talk about texting, because that's a big issue in the workplace. So how would you handle someone texting in the workplace?
With me, honestly, I don't mind if someone is like on their phone, as long as it's not all the time and it becomes a problem to where it interrupts with their work. Like if they're not paying attention to someone who's here to get a sandwich, then it becomes a problem. If it's not busy, then I'm okay with it as long as they wash their hands and change their gloves when they're done, Other than that, there's a time and a place for everything. As long as I'm informed on why you're on your phone, I don't really care.
Okay. And what about you, Lauren?
I feel like there's a time and a place for it. Like if you've got something going on that you need to have your phone and need to be able to look at it, letting your manager know ahead of time is, I feel like, a way, not really around it, but a way to make sure that your manager understands why you're doing it.
Okay. And as a whole, would you find texting should be avoided in the workplace, or do you think people overuse the power?
I think some people feel like they should just be allowed to do whatever they want whenever they want. And it kind of really annoys me when I'm picking up the slack.
And what decisions do you think, say, a manager could change that, or would you take it even further to a head?
Well, sometimes the manager can change it, but sometimes the manager's as busy as we are and they don't have time to deal with it. So it's got to go higher than the manager because they're too busy.
Okay, and we're going to take it to another extreme and talk about fighting in the workplace. These are non-workers, just people that are at your work outside. What would you do in that situation?
Depending on who it is, I would probably first call 911 because I don't want to put myself into that situation and be harmed or anything like that, and I wouldn't want anybody else to do the same. So.
And in the situation of vocal fighting between your own workers, what would you do?
Most definitely sit them in the office and try and figure out the issue, especially if it's work related. If it's something outside of work that it's going on, they shouldn't bring it into the workplace. I definitely think there's, like I said, a time and place for everything, so it shouldn't be brought in the workplace.
I actually witnessed a fight and the manager stepped in, but there was big enough people to stop the fight. But I still feel like UPD should at some point get involved with fights on campus just because it's a danger to everyone around them. And then the verbal fight, I definitely feel like it should go to a manager or a cook or a higher up, because there's not much us other workers can do other than put them in different areas. Like, we can put ourselves in between them and put them in different areas to work so that it's not as noticeable, but we can't really do a whole lot to resolve the situation.
So as a manager, Renee, you were saying you would just try and talk it out instead of sending someone home, or?
Yeah. I mean, if it can get resolved with us talking about it, then I find that good, because I would hate to send someone home and then 5 minutes later we get a big rush.
Okay.
You know, because then I would have to go back and either call that person back in or try and find someone else and hope that they don't have class or another job or something like that they have to tend to.
And those are all very good decisions to go through step by step and make those.